We have just arrived in Las Vegas, baby. As you can see behind me, so this is the room in Excalibur. Not bad, mate, for 80 quid a night. It's pretty decent. I just had a nap, which I don't know if I'm getting old or what, but like, I never do that. I passed out for like 2 hours. Feel better now, look like shit, but I feel better, that's for sure. We're gonna go out and enjoy, and here is the view, by the way. Ho, 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 ho. Always get a room with a view. If you're booking on booking.com, read the descriptions. Get a room with a view, because it just makes life so much better, you know? I can see the Sphere, New York, MGM, all the shebang. We're gonna go out and explore. Do a bit of gambling, because why not? I'm trying to think of something interesting to do. I might try and find cheapest drinks, because it is dear, like proper dear. And the other thing is, everybody said all over like social media, fucking YouTube videos, all this, that like Vegas is dying. I don't know if it was because I'm so tired, but like that was the best check-in experience I've had. The room is better than the other rooms I've had previously. Didn't see loads of homeless, crazy people on the way in. So I don't know what to make of that. We will see when we walk around the streets, because that's when you really see how bad or good it is. There is a lot of fruitcakes about, that is for sure. I've just had a shower, smelling lovely. Got the fit on, look. So we're gonna go out and see what happens. See where the night takes us. Wish me luck. I'll need it. Alright, so we're in Paris. I've never done a slot machine. I just see old people there like banging away at it, and I don't know how the hell it works. So, I'm gonna try it. I put five bucks in. You just pull that. There goes one. Buckle. Just press the jackpot button. Nothing. What's that? Oh, I won. Won $3. Nothing. Nothing. Let's press that again. One more. One more. Well, we've just lost $5, I think. Yeah. Oh no. I got 3 of them. There you go. Gambling shite. Hello, hello. So, heading, sadly, oof, big fart. Heading back down to the casino floor in the Excalibur. I've had a really nice day. Went to a lovely gothic bar. Pretty random. I think they thought it was a goth because we were wearing all black. But yeah, I'm gonna put my last $20 into the roulette, see where we can get with it. I've just been to Dick's Last Resort, which was something I've really wanted to do because they treat you like shit and it's really cool little bar. The guy gave me a Vegas bomb, which had Red Bull in, and I wanted to go to sleep, so now I'm awake again. So we're going back down. We're going to order some chicken wings after and see where the night takes us. But it's been a really good day so far. So change of plan. We've gone in with 100. See where it can get us. Playing roulette, 'cause it's the only fucking game I know how to actually play. Sipping on a sparkling ice that's actually white wine. So life is good. We'll see what happens. All right, good morning. We've managed to shake the hangover of the night before, and the belly full of pizza is just about gone, I think. So as you would have seen, I walked up to the Shelby Museum, which is something I've always wanted to do. It's free, and if you like cars like me, flipping heck, man. They got some selection in there. Beautiful, proper old school Shelbys. Carol Shelby, the whole deal. Great gift shop if you like all that sort of stuff. And now we are going to head to Zak Bagans Haunted Museum, which is my flipping favourite. It's a 7-mile walk from where I am, and I'm a madman, and I always walk in Vegas. Clouds are over today, so it's not as hot and sweaty as it usually is. But yeah, probably have some pit stops on the way up, and it'll get us towards Fremont Street, which is arguably the better side of Vegas in terms of it's cheaper, it's more enjoyable, a bit more fun. And I'm currently lost, so we're gonna have to do a detour back. Bollocks. Maybe I'll go that way. But yeah, I will catch you at Fremont Street. FYI, American cities aren't really designed for walking. I mean, it is a lot of long distances, so don't do what I'm doing, get an Uber. It's much easier. Okay, so I'm gonna zoom in on this. I can see one of the Janet's aircraft at Area 51. All right. So we're pretty close. There's a brewery nearby the Haunted Museum, so I'm going to stop in there for a quick one. It looks really funky. Also, just up here is, if you ever, like me, watching shit on telly as a kid, porn stars. So the shop's here. We're going to pop our head in there. Rick's got a bar as well near there. If you look around me, it's hooning it down, which is, I mean, it's kind of still warm, but like, you don't expect that in Vegas. I'm used to it. I'm British, so I don't really care. And another thing I want to note is, top tip, if you are walking on the strip, every casino's got a toilet. So if you need a piss really bad, just pop in somewhere and have a jimmy. But the other thing is, I was here in 2022. It came up on Facebook as a memory. I was here in Vegas, similar sort of time of year. And I remember doing this walk, and it was real shady because there's so many more casinos that have been built in the last 3 years, which is, when people say Vegas is dying, I think that's a load of rubbish. People wouldn't invest that sort of money. But there has been so many more casinos that I've not seen before. But yeah, we'll check in at Porn Stars and at the brewery. Alright, take that back. We've just got past the casinos, and it's like, as the jocks would say, it's Jakey Town. Like, more kind of drug looking people. I've just seen about 8 cop cars within 5 minutes walk of each other. Police entering a CVS and a Walgreens pharmacy. I mean, yeah, so I take that back. I'll be careful on this little stint as we keep going. And this is just between the end of the casinos and then the Strat. All right, it's starting to get a bit shadier. All right, it's still raining. We're on the last little bit. You can see Strad is still behind me, so we're well north of the strip towards Fremont. But big shout out there. That is such a good brewery. It's called the Able Bakers. It's kind of between the north end of the strip and about a mile south of Fremont Street. In the Scatty lands, as I call it, because it is, once you get, as I said, it is improved with more casinos being built, but here is like, there's a strange lady coming towards me. But we're going to the Zak Bagans Haunted Museum now. I cannot film anything that's inside of there. That's not allowed. But notable mentions that are inside. The Dybbuk box. Great video on internet with Post Malone when he visited. Some weird shit happened. And then also you've got John Wayne Gacy, Ted Bundy stuff, Al Capone, Charles Manson, all that shit is in there, so this will be good. I'm excited. This is the reason why I come to Vegas. I don't come to gamble, hookers, and none of that stuff. That's not my jam. This is the reason. 3rd time coming. So before we get there, because we're now like, this is the chapel sort of area where you think of, I'm just looking at churches here. I'm thinking Hangover sort of vibes where you get, yeah, this is weed shops, chapels, tattoo artists, liquor stores, proper Sleazeville, which I'm here for. I love it. But yeah, it's full blast. Also, just as a little update, sad, it really is sad. A lot more homeless people up here. A lot more people that look like they're probably fentanyl, those sorts of things. Really, really sad. There's a guy up here. I'm not going to film that because it's disrespectful. But on a happier note, there's just shops advertising double-ended dildos and all sorts of flipping sex toys and stuff. All right, so just like last time, insane. Actually better this time. He's put loads of new exhibits in there. If you're a weirdo like me and you love watching ghost programs, there's a Bobby Mackey's Music World exhibit because it got destroyed. Loads of new dolls and creepy ass things. Peggy the doll, Noma the doll, all sorts of weird stuff. Honestly, even if you're not into ghosts, I recommend going there and doing that. It's a really cool experience. Really, really cool. So, over the moon, so good. I'll put some clips in because it looks creepy now because it's dusk and the sunset looks really cool, all lit up. I've got my, under here, I look like a bit of a tit. I've got my free shirt because I do the RIP All Access version. But yeah. Alright, so we have finished in Vegas. It was great. Like, it does take it out of you, like, I tell you that. And that's just me on my own. Like, so if you're with a bachelor party, your pals, family, like, you can just drink from dusk till dawn. Like, it's heavy. And you do walk a lot as well. Me, obviously, I always do. Oh, bloody hell, traffic's fine. But most people as well are just churning about the strip, cutting about Fremont, whatever it is, and you will walk a lot. So drink a lot of water because it's bloody hot. Looks like a bit of a rainstorm coming in here as we're heading out of town. I'm off to do the historic railroad hike, which is, it's cool. You can hike basically from Lake Mead to the Hoover Dam, and you go through all these old railway tunnels, which is sick. It's supposed to be haunted as well, so I love it. So that's what we're gonna do. And then tonight, we have probably got the most stunning Airbnb you've ever seen in your life. It's basically a cabin out in the middle of the desert in a place called Mead View. And it's all glass, you can see the stars, there's like no light pollution. It's good. Fire pit, the lot. So looking forward to that. But yeah, catch you there. Also, I found a new kind of like shopping outlet just south of the strip. If you basically just keep heading that way. It's called the Premium Outlets, I think. But it's like more, the other one's a bit bougier, like Gucci, Guess, all that. This is more like shops that people want to go to, you know, Adidas, Nike. There's a clearance store for Nike and there's some absolute bargains in there. I didn't buy any sneakers this time. Shock, I think I've got enough already. But I did buy, oh, it's peeing down. Yeah, the weather changes fast around here. Like, I bought 2 pairs of checkerboard slip-on Vans for $60, 30 a pair, as a bargain. And a pair of Adidas Originals track tees They're red, it's a brave colour, but they were $8. So yeah, so it's really good. It was good. If you're bored in the city in Vegas and you want to do something different, I'd recommend that for sure. You get an Uber there, go stock up on loads of shit. It's really good. All right, peoples. So as you can see, we are no longer in Las Vegas City. We are at Lake Mead, baby. I'm doing a hike. It's a bit of a weird one, this, because you keep seeing these signs that say, don't hike, heat kills you. Don't hike between June and September. It is September, but the gate's open, and there's other people hiking, so screw it. But if you are like in Vegas for a week, this is a cool little thing to do. I mean, even Lake Mead, you know, people go and chill on their boats, drink, and do all that sort of stuff. It's like a getaway from the city. But this hike, it used to be the old railroad that took stuff to build the Hoover Dam along from Lake Mead to the Hoover Dam. So I will show you the Hoover Dam. You get to go there and not have to queue up like all the bloody cars. But you go through about 5 sets of really long flipping tunnels, and it is super eerie, and there's bats and all sorts of shit in there. I've done it before and I loved it then. And Ghost Adventures have done an episode up here actually, so you know. And I mean, yesterday I still can't. The museum has got so much better. So if you ever are there, please go, because it's fucking awesome. And the other thing is, I picked up this hat yesterday because it was so flipping wet and my hair was like a wet dog. So I just needed something to stop it running in my face all the time. Because like an idiot, I walked all the way to downtown from the strip. So I got a new Hurley's hat on. New tank top from Ross, get the gun show out. Not really. And then a bit, these fucking sunglasses. I can't work out if I look like Elton John from Video Killed the Radio Star or Jeffrey Dahmer. It's kind of a bit dodgy. But we're gonna rock it anyways, because why not? But yeah, I'll show you some of the footage of the tunnels, because it is really cool up here. I love it. But yeah. Also, one other thing, Lake Mead, someone explained this to me as well when I was somewhere else in Arizona, I think it was. We were just talking about stuff. But this basically used to be pretty full. Lots of different states use the water supply, so it's kind of just, I mean, it's diminished. It's gone down, the level has, since I was here like, what, 2-3 years ago? Which is quite noticeable. Which sucks if you got a boat on the dock. Not great then. But the other thing is, from that Ghost Adventures episode, here we go again, I know, brace with me, but because of Vegas's old dark history of, you know, the mob, people getting killed, and, you know, the expression where they go and bury them in the desert, well, they used to chuck a lot of the bodies into Lake Mead. And now that the water level's dropping, they're uncovering lots and lots of bodies within all this shrapnel and debris, which is quite interesting if you're into all that sort of stuff. But yeah, the mob did used to chuck bodies up here. They'd kill people, put a hit on them, send them into Lake Mead, never thinking that the water would drop. But yeah, there we go. All right. Bye-bye Lake Mead. So this one is a long one. Fuck, your eyes play tricks on you. Like, keep thinking I can see people. Trying. I'm shiny like a Pokemon card, sweating my absolute being off. It's so warm. But yeah, so this, it's weird because if you look above me, I can't quite see them, but there is, I keep hearing like flying and chirping over the top of me. And that's the bats. So there's quite a few bats up here. But yeah, it's a weird little hike, but it is really cool. It gets a bit weird at the end here. So you come into like, because obviously Department of Energy, right? Hoover Dam, hydroelectric power, massive plant. So you get to this bit of the trail where last time I just kept carrying on, but I don't know if you're supposed to. There's a lot of warning signs like don't go in here, don't go in there, don't go in here, all that crap. But we're gonna keep going, we're gonna keep pushing through. But look at it, you know? And if you hear the train horn, it's time to run, because that's a ghost train, baby. Okay, out of all the tunnels, I think this is like the second one. Like I can hear bats chirping above my head right now. Okay, they're not doing it now, see? But yeah, there's definitely bats up there. I'll try and see if I can film them. I can't see them flying, it's so dark. I want to suck your blood. But yeah, this one's got the bats in it, which you can hear them as you approach it, like, you know, that noise. Yeah. Only thing I think that can make this drive any better is if I was on a Harley Davidson, because this, in a nutshell, this is the American road trip. This is it. I mean, God, I love it so much. It's just beautiful, mate. Unreal. This is again another like proper pinch me moment. You'll have seen the footage of the Airbnb I'm staying at, and I mean, like, you're just out in the middle of nowhere here, and There's no light pollution, there's no nothing. I can see all the stars, not just some. I can see all the stars. Right over on my left, I've got Scorpius, which is my favorite constellation, the biggest one in the sky. And the eye is Antares, which is the red eye you can see in Scorpius. I can see it full blast right there. Cassiopeia, Big Dipper, Orion's belts on the other side. So I might just keep sipping on Miller Lights, got a fresh box of those, and just kind of enjoy the stars. And the other thing is, you know, we're in that kind of area as well, where here we go down the rabbit hole, but see what you see in the sky, you know. I mean, like, this is the area where all that sort of stuff happens, and it's just such a transition from the last 2 nights that I've just had in Vegas. Like, this is completely different. And I'm here for it. I'm fucking here for it. Like, so yeah, I think I'm just gonna sit and chill and enjoy the stars. I don't know if the iPhone is good enough to be able to capture it, but I mean, you can see behind me. There is other people around here, don't get me wrong. But that darkness that you can see is just the night sky, which, yeah, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I'll keep this bit short. So I basically had 4 days in St. George, Utah, which has been awesome. It's been like a nice little pit stop, because when I do these road trips, it's pretty much constant night after night, moving different places, doing lots of different stuff. So I've been here, had an Airbnb, which is lovely. You can see the view behind me. Insane. But yeah, we've been playing lots of golf, which has been nice. Washed all my clothes. And from now, moving forwards, tomorrow we're going to Vegas, which is going to be sick. Got lots of stuff to do there. And yeah, it's more getting down through Route 66 and heading back to Phoenix at some point, but lots of stuff to come. I'll put some shots of the golf courses because they were out of this world.